What's up guys, welcome back to another episode of my unique weapon guide for Borderlands the pre-sequel. In this video we'll be going over the Vladof assault rifle known as the Hail. It was originally one of the many unobtainables in the pre-sequel but was recently given a drop location. To get the Hail, you'll want to head over to Serenity's Waste and make your way over to Iwajira, who has a chance of dropping the Hail itself. The Hail is a Moxie weapon, and like every Moxie weapon it'll heal you for a small percentage of the damage you deal, upping your survivability with your character. The more damage you deal, the harder it'll be for your enemies to kill you. It also comes in all 4 elements, has a base 100% critical hit bonus, and it has an arching fire pattern, which literally allows you to hail down bullets onto your enemy. In order to make use of this weapon, you have to master its fire pattern. You won't be able to hit an enemy by pointing the crosshairs at them. Instead, you'll have to aim towards the ground to make your bullets connect. The Hail is a returning weapon from Borderlands 2, and it's a little sad to say that its full potential didn't follow it over to the pre-sequel. The reason why it was such a great weapon in Borderlands 2 was because it was tailored to Gage the Necromancer's skills perfectly. Gage's close enough skill took away this weapon's greatest drawback, its inaccuracy due to its fire pattern. Close enough allowed any bullets missed to have a chance to bounce off the ground and hit an enemy. Coupling this with Anarchy and several other of Gage's skills, allowed her and the Hail to have perfect synergy with each other. It was basically like the weapon was made for her. Even though the fire pattern is manageable and can be gotten used to, putting in the effort to try and become accustomed to the weapon could be a turnoff. Even when you master the weapon, you'll still be missing plenty of your shots, which is a waste of ammo and possible DPS. Normally Nisha can make this problem non-existent with her showdown action skill, but however, since her action skill locks the crosshairs of the weapon onto a target, you'll basically never hit any of your shots while using it, making the weapon virtually useless since it doesn't play to her greatest strength at all. As for the other characters, this weapon can be used to great effect if its fire pattern is mastered. Its massive crit bonus and lifesteal make it a very worthy addition to your arsenal, especially since most of the life-stealing weapons in this game are unobtainable. But if its fire pattern can't be mastered, then you'd definitely be better off with any other AR. There are 2 characters that I feel excel with this weapon more than any of the others though, and that's Jack and Athena. Jack takes the Hail's weaknesses of wasting ammo from constantly missing shots and negates it with his absolute advantage skill, which gives your bullets a chance to not consume ammo after getting a kill. Using a class mod like CEO of CEOs makes this chance skyrocket to an 88% chance, which enables you to continuously fire the Hail for long periods of time, even long enough to kill some bosses. Here, you can see how Iwajira fares against the onslaught of bullets from a Hail that's taking advantage of absolute advantage. There's also Jack's multiple fire rate boosting skills to take into account as well, which really buffs up the weapon by quite a substantial amount. As for Athena, her elemental side calls for damage to be done quickly and consistently with fire and or electricity. Being a Vladof AR, you'll be able to get off damage quickly and consistently. Couple this with Athena's fire rate and elemental damage boosting skills, and you have a very viable combo. To make sure all of your bullets hit, you'd want all the enemies to be tightly knit together, which just so happens to be something Athena can do without sacrificing your grenade slot. With the skill Epicenter, your butt slam will create a singularity to gather up your enemies. All you'll have to do is back up after slamming and unload your clip into that newly formed group of enemies, limiting the amount of bullets you'll miss. Keep in mind that the skill Epicenter synergizes very well with the skill Hades' Shackles, which attaches an electrical tether to your enemies as long as you keep a line of sight on them. If the timer for the shackles ends, or an enemy attached to the shackle is killed, it creates a fire nova. For every target affected, you gain 20 stacks of Maelstrom to add on to however many stacks you gained from dealing the damage in the first place. To sum that all up, the Hail is a terrible weapon on Nisha, a fantastic weapon on Athena and Jack, and a great weapon on everyone else. As for whether or not you should go farm for this weapon, I'd have to say if you're a Nisha player then you obviously don't want to, but if you play as any other character then yes, it's easy to get and it's very worthy of a weapon slot in your loadout. And that's pretty much it, guys. I want to thank you all for watching. I very much appreciate it, and I'm going to see you guys later. Bye!